What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. And if you guys joined me during the most recent Twitch stream, which I think a lot of you guys have, you would have seen that we've been having a lot of issues with a lot of people on the team. Dudes are garbage. It is what it is. We went back to our roots for our final 4 games and completely dominated all of our opponents. Unfortunately, we only won 19 games. Running that other scheme that we were running, completely unrelated to the fact that they patched a lot of the stuff that's in the Ravens playbook. Okay, so with that QB run that we were running like 2-3 months ago, I don't know what's happened, but it's been pretty much tuned up to the sound of EA Sports. Like, you are not getting away with anything. So we barely made the top 100, coming in at 84. That's very, very low for us. Usually we're around 23 wins. So that's pretty much what's going on with that. Now, the basic review of what was happening, you guys were able to see that a lot of dudes are just straight trash can status. Dwight Freeney, for some reason, refuses to play any type of defense. Mel Pastor Blunt was getting mossed uncontrollably. It was a very, very exciting time. Low-key, it turned me on. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and lie about it. I was very, very excited to see that my team did not care at all about me. So what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be getting rid of a lot of people. We also need to, pretty much with the way that we run our offense, the Raiders theme team, that's all over too. I don't really, pretty much what we're going to go back to. Let me just go ahead and state it. Around February, I came up with the scheme, my ebook, Stretch and Streaks. Okay, a lot of you guys were laughing at it when I was showing you guys the blueprint. And then eventually it took off and a lot of you guys started to run it and win more games. In that blueprint, Aaron Rodgers had no abilities. We had a running back with abilities and 2 wide receiver with abilities. Now, the basis of that was to have a solid O-line, have somebody that can run the ball and break tackles in case you needed to run stretch, and have 2 big body receivers on the outside that will be able to go ahead and get that thing in the air, moss a dude uncontrollably. Okay, so that was pretty much the primary goal, and that won us a lot of games. It also created a lot of feuds around the Madden community. Nothing that I care about. I'm not concerned about what anybody says about the way that I play the game. That's like, okay, all right, no problem. And we keep it moving. Like, those people don't exist in my world. So with that being said, a lot of you guys started to throw streaks and go wild and do whatever you wanted. And I was happy because a lot of you guys that usually don't win a lot of games started to win. And that's what my sole purpose was. Throughout that process, though, we've come across a lot of different players that suck at the game. All right, so we're going to be raid selling Lamar Jackson. We have to actually, we got to raid sell Lamar. We're probably going to put Night Train Lane back as a starter. Namdi is gone. There's a lot of things that have to go on right now. So as we get into this, who else do we have to raid sell? There's a lot of people that have to go, but Namdi is gone. Mel Blunt is gone. Dwight Freeney's gone. Who do we have? I think we have to probably get back Myles Garrett, right? Because Aaron Donald's pretty good as well, but I think we have to probably get back Myles Garrett, and then we'll go from there. We have to go back to everything that we were doing prior. So let's go ahead and jump through some of the things that's going to be happening, because most of the stuff I don't need to actually show you in the video, as far as going back to 49er chem, just because I think we're going to keep Kevin Green out there. So you guys don't need to see me switch every team chem or anything like that. Like, that's not necessary. So pretty much I'm just going to let you guys see what's happening with this. This guy has to go. All right, he sucks. His release of the ball is terrible. I went through a lot of games where it took him 75 hours to throw the ball. So, I was getting sacked for safeties. This guy was fumbling for no reason on conservative. Pretty much a lot of the patches that happened earlier in the game, because a lot of the players that were running around with their quarterback, people were very upset about it when the game first came out. The Taysom Hill package, stuff like that. So EA had to do something about it, and what they did was they made it so easy for your QB to fumble. So because of that situation, that created a very, very wild situation. I'm not even trying to go that long. Whoa, almost quick sold him. That would have been bad. I'm not even trying to go that hard, bro. Like, he going up for 1.2. Somebody will buy him. Like, I'm not going hard, dog. Like, if you guys want him, congratulations, bro. Like, I'm not sitting up there with 1.4 and all that stupidness. Somebody grab that idiot. He sucks. Simeon Rice, you guys are like, yo, at D-tackle, he's pretty good, Gmi. You got to try him. That guy absolutely 100% sucks. Randy Moss is terrible. Who else do we have to get rid of, though? I think Namdi has to go. Mel passed the blunt. He actually is utilizing our power up pass. So with the way that works, guys, we can pretty much, you know, just take our pass back. Like, it's not really that big of a deal with everything else. But his card, he all of a sudden started to get manhandled. And I can't really explain to you what happened. And a lot of you guys are like, yo, EA sees it and then they patch it. But I don't think that they're tuning the game for me. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, a lot of you guys that even tried him out, he was playing out of his mind. His price skyrocketed on the auction house. And you guys were able to see he was pressing dudes to the ground. Everything was exciting. And then all of a sudden, the dude just started to be garbage. Dude started burning him for 6. He's getting mossed uncontrollably. I'm like, dude, are you serious? Like, what gives you the right to come out here and get mossed? But again, it was a very, very interesting situation. It turned me on uncontrollably. Like, the levels of the way I was turned on was just ridiculous. Like, he was getting mossed uncontrollably. And I'm like, yes, give me more of that. That is what I desire. And EA continued to put it on me. So I can't complain about that. You know, I signed up for it. I logged in, and EA was like, all right, good, we got you now. And that's pretty much what was going on. So a guy like Namdi also, this guy is terrible. He was getting manhandled. And I don't know exactly what is, bro, it don't even matter. Him being 6'3", if you guys go back to my past broadcast of the Twitch stream, I lost a game where Namdi was right at the ball. He's 6'3". I went to jump to pick it, and he jumped. They gave him the animation where his arms went up, and he just got dotted. Now, we know in Madden 20, they gave the offense the ability to throw the ball right over the linebackers' heads, which is kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't technically make any sense, simply because some linebackers are more athletic than others. But what EA Sports did was they made it so that it's like, okay, none of these guys are jumping. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so what happens is everybody in the secondary just doesn't respond anymore. So it makes it very, very difficult to go after and catch the football because of that. All right, so when you think about it along those lines, I need you guys to understand, look, this is what it is. Are people really bidding on this guy? He's only at 3,500. Does anybody want that card? Yo, bro, what is he, at 94? I'll put him up for like 100K, bro. This dude is garbage, dude. Like, I don't even care what happens to him. Bro, I'll give him 100. You guys don't gotta wait. This dude right here, you guys want him for your Raiders theme team? Go grab him, dude. That dude sucks. Yeah, so pretty much with the way that the players respond to going after the football, it's been a nightmare, guys. It's been an absolute nightmare. But I understand the fact that in 19, a lot of these players weren't, they were jumping way too high. I get that, okay? But I've played football. I've seen different players, jump up and go get that thing, and some players can't. And I understand that. And that should all be based on an attribute. It shouldn't be a blanket thing to where, okay, you got a linebacker out there, I'm just going to throw it up into coverage. Like, that doesn't, you see what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. What are we doing here? So that's pretty much some of the stuff that, it just became a nightmare. And then Darren Waller with the Raiders theme team, this dude is garbage. So it didn't really work out the way it was supposed to. Guys like Dave Casper, I think his power-up was going for a decent price also. Because a lot of people were trying to get that Raiders theme team action going. Oh, he's down to 1,000 now? All right, cool. Whatever. I guess it's not as exciting as it was before. Whatever, dog. But a guy like Darren Waller, like, we don't need him on the team because he can't, he's not doing anything like that's really, really spectacular. So it's like, oh my God, I got to grab this dude. Like, he's really, really good. It's not like that. He's not as OP as he should be at 6'6", because the predetermined animations have been enhanced. So you will notice that guys are falling backwards, picking you off a lot more. That could be because of a lot of the complaints about dudes getting mossed uncontrollably, but that's part of the game. The one thing that I'll say is in the beta, I did notice the Madden 21 beta, I did notice predetermined animations, but it wasn't as excessive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really just wasn't, it wasn't to the point where it's like, oh my God, every play it's like that, but it's still in the game. Some of you guys were asking me about that. Yeah, that's still something that goes on within the game. People do get predetermined animations where it's just like, yo, dude, you're getting mossed, deal with it. Like, it's, you're getting mossed on the defensive side of the ball because they're letting the guy jump extra high. Things like that go on. it can really, really aggravate you to the point where it's just like, you know what, I don't know what this is anymore. But I think that this is going to be something that's going to stay with the Madden gameplay. I don't see them removing it and making it all skill-based where you have to click on, hold L2 and stuff like that. I don't see that happening based on the core audience. That's why randomly you can run into a game where you play a guy that has no eyeballs. You know, pretty much, let me just give you this, guys, summation of what happened, right? I played a pirate that had 2 eye patches on during my game last weekend league. He was unstoppable, okay? He didn't have 1 eye patch, he had 2. I don't know exactly what happened to his eyes, how he lost it in battle. I don't know the story behind it, but he was a pirate with 2 eye patches. He dominated my life. He threw the ball in the coverage every single play. He did not care about anything, all right? So those are some of the things that I have been dealing with. I don't know exactly what, you know, the situation with you guys, what you guys been going through, but I'm just letting you guys know you're not alone. There's been a lot of stuff happening that doesn't make any sense. So we have to continue to go ahead and, you know, get rid of those players that are otherwise giving us the problem. All right, so what we're going to do right now, because I have a lot of unopened packs and stuff like that, but we all know that it's nothing but garbage in there. We're going to probably have to go back. Let me just take a look at some of the prices and what's going on, because Lamar Jackson has to sell. And then once he sells, we're probably going to go back and get that Jalen Ramsey golden ticket. So I just wanted to make sure that you guys know what's going on, because I don't want you guys wondering, like, yo, what, you know, what's up? What are you going to be doing next? Like, we're going to get Jalen Ramsey back. We're going to keep Night Train. As far as the abilities on the players, you see like how his price, you know, skyrocketed up to 1.46. The way that this game works, and some of you guys that have been asking, like, yo, Gmias, what's going to happen when, you know, Madden 21 comes out? People still continue to play Madden 20. So the prices always go back up. I told you guys this when everybody was looking at such cheap prices earlier. They always go back up. It's not like it's going to stay the same way, you know, forever. So you guys have to understand that with the way that that works, it is very, very important that you guys make these moves. Now, for those of you guys that are like, yo, what about Crevlon LeBlanc? You know what's interesting about this? You see, he doesn't have hit power, right? So just hear me out. If we go ahead and give, let's say, for instance, we give Night Train an ability, right? Let's just max out Night Train. That way we know if a dude comes out running like, you know, corners and stuff like that, the side that Night Train is on will be fine, because with universal coverage, the computer plays really, really wild. And then when you click on, you can obviously have Lurker and all that other good stuff and go crazy, right? So that'll be a good thing to actually have happening. Plus, you have a lot of other players that already have 99 stock hit power in Taylor Mays, Sean Taylor, stuff like that. So this guy right here, he goes to 98 speed with a 99 Excel, more than likely when we put Sprinter on him, right? Because he has that 99 press stock, I can understand why some of you guys want to utilize him. The bigger thing is, though, you know, Jalen Ramsey is bigger, and he, you know, like he's obviously with the 99 speed, he has everything going on. Does he get dealt with accordingly? Yes, he absolutely does. And they didn't really give him a lot of stuff with like his block shedding and stuff. Like whoever made the card, like 62, you know, I guess you could say that's cool, but like even a guy like Night Train is a little bit, I think Night Train is right around that, right? Night Train should be right around that with the the whole block. Yeah, he's at 70. So Night Train is one of, like I said, he's the best corner probably in the game. All right. Now we're gonna have to make a couple adjustments with the way that we've been playing, because we haven't been getting the same amount of pressure and a lot of weird stuff has been going on. So we need to make sure that we can do that, which means that we're gonna probably go back to the 1 Lurker. I'm trying to contemplate if we're just gonna give the D tackle an ability in SAP, and then let everybody do whatever, and then we give the corner, we give Night Train an ability, and then give one of our safeties who we're going to be using an ability. All right, so more than likely, right, Night Train will be one corner, we'll use Jalen Ramsey as the other. Because of his height, I don't like the fact that even with the fact that we had Nnamdi couldn't jump at 6'3" for jump balls. The only way he'll pick it is if the ball is just up in the air and he has a chance, and you know, you're able to strafe up and go ahead and pick it. Jalen Ramsey might be the better bet to go after. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that Lamar Jackson. He'll eventually sell, and then we'll go ahead and get Jalen Ramsey, have Night Train Lane, those 2 guys as the corners. As far as all of the X factors and the abilities, I will work it out and figure out how we're going to do that stuff, and then I'm going to go ahead and get back to you guys. All right, and then that's pretty much what we're going to do. We're going to build it over. I just wanted to make sure that you guys had some insight into it, because a lot of you guys that watch the videos live, you get this afterwards to kind of walk you through it so you can watch the video and see pretty much everything that I'm doing. All right, so that's what I really want you guys to get the gist of, to kind of understand exactly what's going on. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're going back to our roots. We're going to be changing up a lot of stuff. The next video that you see after this one will be probably everything revamped and changed, and then we'll continue to move forward from there. All right, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for continuing to ride with me. We got about a month left before Madden 21 drops. All your support and love has been unbelievable. Thank you guys so much. You go ahead and continue to be safe. Until next time, one love, y'all.